Let's ask Dark if he wants to play best of 5, and then I'll explain who Dark is to anyone who's not familiar with him. He just says go. All right. You don't need to tell me twice. we've been ready to go for a while, so let's get stuck in. Dark versus Ashllxyy. It's Dark's debut on my channel. I know he's played a couple of series on Fear's channel. He's lost them both, but he played very well from what I've heard. This guy, I found out about him recently through Scrub Kill. I made a video about him because he's got such a unique playstyle. Hopefully he's going to be feeling good today so you can see exactly what he's all about. But in a nutshell, he's all about the fake kickoffs and the pogos, the air dribble pogos, of flip resets, of pretty much anything. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do against Ashllxyy today. And Ashllxyy, welcome back to the Showmatch scene. He's been out, well, he's not been on my channel for a while, but he's still a solid player. It's going to be a tough matchup here for Dark. Ashllxyy's got a lot of experience. And I think Dark should be the favourite at the moment in terms of form, but you can't ever sleep on Ashllxyy. This guy's incredible with what he can do. Anonymous, thanks for gifting 5 subs. If you got a sub gifted from Anonymous, be sure to say thank you. The Chad, thanks to the tier 1. And also BS Juno, thanks to the 3-month prime as well. Yeah, if you want to see plenty pogos from this guy, just head over to ballchasing.com, find his account, and download pretty much any replay. You'll probably see 1 pogo attempt minimum in any game that he's played. He hasn't had a chance to go for one yet, or hasn't chosen to go for any yet, but he's up 2-0 regardless, with some excellent boost starving off the back of pressure plays. There we go. So there's fake kickoff number 1, and it is successful. It might have looked pretty obvious from Dark POV, but I'll make sure to look at a couple of those from Ashllxyy's POV later on in the series, so you can see exactly what Dark's opponents see when he's faking the kickoffs from very unconventional positions. Of course, the diagonal spawn is very well known for fake kickoff strategies. That's a phenomenal ceiling challenge. That might just be in. It bounces underneath the bar for Ashllxyy's first goal of the game. Great read, phenomenal positioning. And doesn't even need an extra touch after that ceiling challenge. So here we are in the double diagonal spawn. And it is a fake kickoff from Dark, and as you can see there from Ashllxyy's POV, extremely difficult to know if he's actually going for that one, because he's hit a couple of very good normal kickoffs early in the game, and now he's gone for 2 fakes. Now he's double reset into the pogo. Misses the shot though. He was very low on that one. But this is what makes these pogos viable. Look at him recovering, getting back into the midfield. Missed positions as he overextends for boost. But I do want to highlight that it's the fact that he can make these plays and then recover. That's what makes it viable. That's what means that he can go for these every single game. That's what makes it possible for him to go for these every single game. And that's what makes it so interesting to watch. He's not all in here. He's not just fully committing on a risky attacking play that absolutely has to go in to be viable. No, he's just putting on threatening shot on target, and then he's going to go right back into midfield play if it doesn't work. So jumps off the ceiling from Dark, shoots low. That's not what he was looking for there, but he is going to turn right back around and catch Ashllxyy by surprise in the back corner with an early challenge. So yeah, Ashllxyy definitely didn't expect to see that one. He looks like he was faking a jump of his own. And let's look at Ashllxyy's POV here. He might have had a chance to see Dark faking that one. I think the fact that I am so, I'm paying such close attention to what Dark is doing right now, and I'm not the one who's got to go and do the kickoff in the game. That one I did see. I don't know about you guys, but I could tell he was faking with the position of the nameplate. I don't know if Ashllxyy's got a big nameplate or not, but yeah, left the mirrors in my chat when I was talking about this, and he's pointed out correctly that if you set nameplate size really large, then you can easily spot these fake kickoffs, but then it makes, of course, the rest of the game a bit obnoxious to play because everybody in the pitch has got a gigantic name. Yeah, it's very difficult to spot that. The timing of his jump is spot on. Oh, speaking of good timing, Ashllxyy's nailed that one. And he got a couple of touches on this reset, pre-flipped into it. 1 touch before the reset lands, and then a couple of touches after it to put it over the top of Dark's side. He's up by 1. And Dark will just head back to the standard kickoff. This one doesn't work in his favor as Ashllxyy comes away with control. Good read there from Dark. Oh, well played. He's predicted Ashllxyy's movement perfectly there. He waited long enough before jumping to bait Ashllxyy into taking to the sky for a risky shot, and then he also predicted the fact that Ashllxyy would try and dunk on him with a high block, and he's gone underneath him there to tie the game. Another standard kickoff for Dark. Ashllxyy a bit high with the contact as he sets up the flip or rather the wave dash, I should say. You've got to be so precise with your impact point on the ball if you are going to try and wave dash recovery afterwards. Just a bit too high and you're going to be floating in the air watching what your opponent's doing before you can get back into the play. Dark almost completely boost starved here. Going to stay on the ball with a wall dash. Really not a lot to play with right now. Ashllxyy goes for the double tap and he slots but not past Dark. He would have had the bottom corner there. Dark's boost is really in a troublesome position. Eventually Ashllxyy finds a way through. He is definitely here to get the win today. Not just here to score a couple fancy goals. As he tried there to hit the ball into the side wall, an angle he could keep up with. Dark with a wave dash shot and Demo in the back corner. Will he shoot first time here? No, he's going to take a couple touches. Wants the top corner flick and gets it. That's a great placement there from Dark. I love the shot selection because even if Ashllxyy does save that, it's going to be very hard for him to have any kind of momentum on his landing. It's going to be very difficult for him to keep control of the ball. Just look at how difficult that is to see. That is exceptional from Dark. Ashllxyy's done phenomenally well himself also. Manipulating the 50 in his favour. Dark's composure and defense. And now he's going to try and take the lead with a quick shot down the middle. He gets it past Ashllxyy, who wanted the early challenge. Dark this time was able to see it coming. That's not really the takeoff Ashllxyy wanted, I think. Will Dark have the guts to try it on the straight spawn? Not this time. He just goes straight for the ball. His timing really is identical with his first dodge in every single kickoff position. He's blundered his recovery here. Ashllxyy ties the game. What a back and forth opener we're seeing here in Dark's debut show match. Are Vati and Rapid going to play? I don't know. Well, Rapid said he can play. If we start in 44 minutes from now, Rapid can play. But Vatira seems to be away from his keyboard at the moment. So we need someone to tell him. Oh, the double reset goes in here. Ashllxyy credits Dark for the goal. We have to see what he was expecting here. Oh, it's that first reset there that really surprised him. A big angle change, a lot of acceleration on the ball. The second one didn't really have a lot on it, but it didn't need to because the first touch was so perfect there from Dark. He's going to try and get a second goal here for himself. Second goal lead, I should say. It's some kind of pogo combined with a ground shot. He's not hit his traditional or his conventional pogo shot yet today. This is more like it. Dark tries to dunk it in. Ashllxyy has done excellently to keep it out of the net and under control. Not the takeoff he was looking for on the counter attack. He gets back to 50 it. So does Dark. Excellent recovery from him. Barrels right through the 50-50. Doesn't get the boost respawn, but he will drill it into the ground to take game one. We're seeing some signs of the shot that everybody really wants to see. We all want to see a po goal. I don't know if we can call it that. Is it a po goal if it goes in, and just a pogo if it doesn't? Well, we all want to see one, but that was about as good as you got for game one. The fact that he can just recover so consistently off these really is quite mind-blowing, but it's just the future of 1v1 in Rocket League. Dark really is doing it different out here. But he's not going to start off game one with a pogo. He's going to start with a double reset dunk. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. What a goal by Dark. He absolutely smashed that shot. It was going in if it wasn't for Ashllxyy's touch, but even though Ashllxyy did get a save on the initial shot, still didn't matter. Now that's a great read. Ashllxyy managed to spot that fake kickoff. What is Dark going to be able to do? Oh, well played. He's lifted this one into the crossbar. No boost for him to pick up in the back corner, but he's staying active on the ball here, forcing one more touch out of Ashllxyy, and it's a good one from the Englishman. Just lofts the ball into the top of the net and bumps Dark out the way. Swag Frog, thanks to the 24-month tier 1, welcome back to you, and also a 12-month prime from Reiksar, welcome back. 500 bits from King Spectre. He says, I bought these for you 5 years and realized bits were disabled. Oh, no way. Well, glad that you've remembered that one. I appreciate it, man. Oh, look at this for precision. Ashllxyy's looped that one past Dark, who somehow gets back to the ball anyway. Ashllxyy flips away from the play. Dark saw that and realized he would have plenty time to get up close and personal. He's making the most of the space in both sides of the field here. Not afraid to dribble the ball back and forward. Biding his time. Waiting for Ashllxyy to make a mistake. Triple reset for Dark, and it's in! Oh my goodness! Double reset for the first goal, and a triple reset for the second one. Just how many can this guy do? He just keeps on going. What the most crazy thing about this is he's not even all in here. If Ashllxyy saves that, Dark's got 20 boosts left over. He's going to recover. This is absolutely mind-blowing. He's not even all in after a triple reset play against a top tier 1's player. This is just the same as a ground shot for your average player. He's got the positioning as well. Dark pre-flips. Looking to catch Ashllxyy. Jumping late for that one. Ashllxyy was in the right position. Making the right play. Can he dispossess Dark? He's faked a ceiling challenge. Dark didn't fall for it. One reset. This time it's the wave dash and the top corner shot. This is absolutely ridiculous. He's faking a pogo. Look at the way that he's angling his car there. He's faking a pogo, which would be a slow play, I want to point out. And then suddenly, he accelerates under the ball with a wave dash and shoots top corner in the blink of an eye. The fact that he's got all kinds of moves that have the exact same setup, I mean, it's pretty much impossible to defend every angle here. And like I keep saying, this is the future of 1v1. When you can threaten multiple things with the exact same setup, that is what makes a play so dangerous. It's why the air dribble bump is so dangerous. The setup looks like a normal air dribble. The setup looks like an air dribble into reset. They all have the same setup, and it's hard to read and prevent every single one of them. Ashllxyy's read that fake kickoff, and he's countered it well. Dark, on the slight offset spawn, is playing with an inverted half flip strategy, landing facing his own net. And Ashllxyy this time actually just shoots it over the top of him. Now I want to point out that should not be a hard counter. Dark should be able to tip that into his own crossbar, but he's misplayed there. He's slightly out of position and has not got enough momentum to keep it out of the back of the net. Ashllxyy up by 1. He's got resets of his own. Wow, what a match we've got here. Way off the back wall. Ashllxyy lands a reset and then pre-flips into the ball with mighty, mighty power. If you are wondering, oh, it looks like we might have a DC here. Yeah, if you are wondering what the hard counter of a fake kickoff is, it would be in that instance the dribbling play. Ashllxyy says, "Is he still in the party?" Hold on, I'm going to pause this. Just give me a moment. Let me figure out what's happening here. Okay, well, we get Ashllxyy back into the game. Let me just talk about that fake kickoff that Dark is playing for. Of course, when somebody half flips on the diagonal spawn, something that we've seen a ton in 1v1 recently, the counter is not to dribble the ball and shoot or flick in attack. The counter is to dribble the ball back into your own half. But funnily enough, when the opponent fakes the kickoff on the slight offset spawn, the best counter I've seen is, in fact, to dribble directly at them. And the reason why it isn't the counter on the diagonal spawn, but it is the counter strategy on the slight offset spawn is, number one, you get a bit more momentum with your first touch so you can attack more quickly. And secondly, you can catch your opponent in a shadowing position instead of an opponent who's half flipped onto their boost and now is facing you and gunning towards you with the option to fake a challenge if they want to. So what Dark is doing is very deceptive, but it is susceptible to players if they see it happening, just controlling the ball and dribbling towards him. So it's a very dangerous strategy to do if you're against someone who can dribble well, flick well with low boosts. And I don't expect to see him doing it too much later in this series. So I think Ashllxyy's just trying to reconnect. Yeah, he's going to restart because he's just getting black screen when he tries to join the lobby here. And one more thing to point out is Dark does not need to give that goal back. The rules I run on my channel is that when somebody disconnects, you play on until the next goal. Players can give the goal back if they want to, but they're under no obligation to do so. So yeah, that goal does stand, and it would stand in a tournament as well on my channel. There we go. I wanted it to be a proper countdown for a kickoff. I forgot that if you pause during a countdown, it actually just continues the countdown when you unpause. So I just double paused that to make sure that we had a proper countdown there. Oh, Ashllxyy's got the mind games on his aerial plays too. Dark is full of praise for him, just as Ashllxyy was for his big plays earlier. Look at that. It's actually similar to Dark earlier on, kind of faking one play, going for another. Dark might just play for the physical play here. Now decides to go for the goal. I thought he might play for the bump because it was available. Maybe that's just the kind of player I am. If I can score with a bump or an open net, I'll usually go for the bump just because it's funny. And I like to tilt my ranked teammates. Freudian slip there. I like to tilt my ranked opponents. The Dark right back to the fake kickoff. This one works, and Ashllxyy didn't see that one. It might be time for Ashllxyy to try and flick the right joystick over the top of the ball to see what Dark's up to, because what he's doing is pretty much half of these slightly offset spawn kickoffs, he's faking them, and then the other half he's just blasting it. He's trying for big wins. He's got one here, and he got one in the one before this, and then he sandwiched them with a fake kickoff. So very, very interesting, the way that he just switches between two strategies that work very well together. Ashllxyy's really struggling to find a rhythm against this. Dark delaying his dodge. Again, he's just trying to look like he's pogoing. I know Ashllxyy's going to be well aware of Dark's ability and mastery of that strategy. Gets the double reset. The ball's on target. Ashllxyy got a piece of it, but not enough. Dark is just majestically whirling and weaving around the ball here, landing resets at will. And he's opened up a pretty big score gap here. Still a lot of time for Ashllxyy to chip away at this. It's just such a difficult position to be in. You're up against a player who's so mechanical. You're up against a player who's so tricky to play against. And here he is with the pogo. Chips it over the top of Ashllxyy. Oh my goodness. How on earth do you defend this proactively? I just don't understand. Look at the placement. He's not using it to shoot. He's using it as an outplay. Oh, gone are the days where we thought a pogo is a completely all-in move that you need to score for it to be viable. He is using it as an outplay mechanic, and then he's getting right back to the ball, whether it's a recovery or just more ball control. He can do it all. This is just unreal. He really is pioneering this strategy, pushing the limits of what is possible. Ashllxyy is just live here, trying to figure out how to counter it. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he's supposed to sit on his goal line and react to this. I mean, that doesn't seem like much fun, because if you're reacting to this, then you're just you're reacting to somebody who's air dribbling at you, who has the capability of shooting to either top corner and also just not shooting at all. You know, they can really just do anything. If you let somebody pogo close to your goal, you're at the mercy of so many different shots. So you kind of have to go. You kind of have to challenge, and Ashllxyy challenged there, and it just wasn't even close. If he's in these positions, if Dark can put himself in a position where he can get a pogo and then get control of the ball, I think it's just over. I think it's just GG. You're at the mercy of his mechanics at that point. You need to challenge him early before he can get that control of the ball again after landing on the ground. Look at that from Dark. He fakes the kickoff, then realizes that Ashllxyy's read him, so he just charges in to challenge the dribble before it gets started. He's really got so much practice with these strategies. You can tell that the flowchart of what to do afterwards is way more complete from Dark's perspective. He's really practiced these so much. He just knows what to do. He knows how to react to certain positions faster than his opponent. And it's giving him big advantages on the majority of the kickoffs here. Ashllxyy still going to keep fighting. There's a long time left, and oh my goodness, what a shot that is. These guys are just freestyling on each other. The power is just undeniable. Ashllxyy fires into the top corner with over a minute left. Still 4 goals. Sorry, still 6 goals. My math's way off here to come back with. And I think the fact that Dark's won the kickoff here probably puts it beyond Ashllxyy to come back. He's trying to do it anyway. Fakes a ceiling challenge, then comes back around with a real ceiling challenge. Tried to flip onto the boost there. Didn't need it. Open net. will be good for him. But he desperately needs some kickoff possessions here at the absolute minimum. If not that, then kickoff goals. And if I'm Ashllxyy, I'm just stopping behind the ball here and dribbling in case it's a fake. just to hope that Dark fakes the kickoff. He didn't, so it wouldn't have worked. But what are you going to do when you've got so many goals to get and so little time to get them in? Risks need to be taken. Hard reads need to be attempted. And that's what Ashllxyy's doing here. He's just going for the ball and hoping that Dark doesn't. And it doesn't work out, but really that was his only win condition. But with such little time left, it's just not going to be enough. Too little too late for Ashllxyy. Dark has completely blown him away in this second game here. Still stylistically looks like Ashllxyy has got what it takes to win this one. But he needs to start reading the fake kickoffs. At this point, he's got to be so keenly aware of Dark's kickoff strategies. He needs to be one step ahead on at least a few of them. The fact that he's losing the vast majority of kickoff possessions when Dark fakes is a big problem for Ashllxyy's chances in this matchup. Dark is 14 years old. He's from Saudi Arabia. I don't know when he turns 15, for anyone who's asking. And yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. We've got Vatira versus Rapid right after this. So stay tuned after this match is over. We'll probably run some ads between matches just to make sure that they don't happen during matches. I really don't want that to happen. I really don't want there to be ads randomly in the middle of games. Alpolonia, thanks to the brand new Prime. Welcome to the channel. I think I might have said that one already, but I'm going to say it again just in case. Wow, what a save by Dark. He's been just an all-out attacking beast in this matchup so far, but he has done well there. Ashllxyy really testing him there, testing the limits of his defensive capabilities. Now, this guy's not a one-trick pony. He's not someone who just fully relies on sneaky kickoff strats and surprising offensive plays that only work once and then get countered every time after that. There are some players in rank too, when they play against a top-tier player the first time, they do really well because they've got a unconventional style that needs a game or two to get used to. But Dark's not one of those players. He's a player who's got lots of different levels that he can go to. He's got lots of different strategies that he can utilize, and he's got the fundamentals as well. So even in a long series, I still think he's going to do just fine. So it's not just a matter of Ashllxyy figuring him out and then taking over. It's a matter of figuring him out and then trying to play as consistently as possible to stay in with a chance. The Dark air dribbles up to the ceiling. He didn't get the landing that he wanted. Decides to wave dash on the ground to recover instead of making a risky play on the ball. And Ashllxyy has to concede the entire pitch to Dark. And that is a dangerous thing to do against this guy. Fake ceiling challenge from Ashllxyy. Does have a flip to work with. Wow. He's done well there. He's used the proactive ceiling challenges as well as those fake ceiling challenges very well, kind of delaying the ceiling challenge as much as possible. Now Ashllxyy's pre-jumped to block a reset shot from Dark. He's right back on top of the ball here with all of his boosts used. Dark will be able to keep control. Ashllxyy's consistently denying offensive plays from the deceptive and the deadly Dark. Oh, he's not kept that one out, and it's the most simple of them all. The ball centers in a pretty standard position that you'd expect Ashllxyy to be able to deal with. Okay, he was worried about the bump, it seems, because he jumped very early for that one. And he just couldn't make contact. Johnny, can Kamito stream the Vatira vs Rapid game? Anyone can. If you mean can they watch my stream while I'm streaming it? Anyone can watch. No need for permission. Anything I'm streaming ever, unless I say otherwise, anyone is welcome to be part. Yeah, if that's what you're asking. I don't know if that's what you're asking. But yeah, since that's a pretty global answer, I'll just go ahead and say it. Yeah, some people are pretty, I don't know. And understandably in some cases, some people are pretty protective of their content and they don't want other people to use it for view parties and such, but in my experience, it only benefits other people to let other people use your content in that way, and it has never been something that has had a negative impact on my tournaments and streams that I've been running. Yeah, so I think it's totally fine. You put a sticker on me at Worlds, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Did I know, or did you just put a sticker on me without me knowing? Very, very good of you to surprise me with a sticker there. Okay, Ashllxyy did see that one. Oh dear, Dark's off the line again. I wonder if he just doesn't have the speed to get back, or did he read that was hitting the bar? He must have read that was hitting the bar, because he didn't even attempt to go back to it. Ashllxyy's off his line now. Dark slots the shot over the top of him. Yeah, I have to imagine that Dark just knew that shot was too high, and that's why he didn't jump. That's a great read if he knew, but like I said earlier, he's the player who's been using this strategy more than anyone else, and he's had more practice in what to do after executing the kickoff strat than anyone else, so he probably had a good read on that. Thoughts on Greg not casting this season? It's really sad news. I thought he was I thought he had a great first season, and I thought he provided a very unique role to the casting team. So yeah, I don't understand the decision, but I'm not in charge. I'm not involved in that decision-making process, so I don't know all of what's going on. Can't speak to the reasoning. But yeah, I don't know. For someone out of the loop, I don't understand it. Ashllxyy ties with a quick up air dribble. It looks like Dark was expecting a bit of a slower play here, because he jumped pretty late. You can see the fake jump and then the real jump afterwards. Looks like he didn't expect Ashllxyy to just go for it on that first try. Otherwise the fake jump wouldn't be happening. Oh dear, Ashllxyy's blundered. Now I think he was trying to just drive into the ball here. This was intended, but he's hit it way too front end there. So that, I have to say this for any new viewers, that is a viable strategy what Ashllxyy's gone for. It looks like, it looks like a mistake because he just hasn't flipped into the ball, but it is in fact a strategy that a lot of top players are doing these days, where you just drive into the ball. But the key is that you don't drive into the ball from an angle that will just get hard dunked on. You want to make it a bit more of a side-on approach so that your opponent can't dunk on you like that and score immediately. But that's exactly what happened. Ashllxyy got the angle all wrong. He's trying to deflect the ball into the ceiling above his back corner, not into the ceiling in front of his goal. I'll tweet the Vatira versus Rapid after this series is over. I'm focused on casting out the remainder of this one, because we might have a sweep, we might have game 4. We'll have to wait and see. Dark decides not to shoot first time. Trusts himself to get the mind game dribble. Oh, he's pulled it off well, but will he get the shots off? It's supposed, so it is an outplay by Dark. I think the goal was there if he played it correctly. He's just managed to get a good 50-50 on that one. And he will loop back around to score, but this was touch and go here from Dark. Hits the post on a technically open net. Took his time with a technically open net, and then just barely gets the win on that 50-50. That wasn't it wasn't a one-sided 50 at all. But what it does mean is that Dark has that 2-goal lead. Oh, that's a very nice mind game as well to give himself some space. Ashllxyy's forced to advance. He just knows that he cannot concede the entire pitch to Dark at the moment. He's got to go. He's got to pressure. He's got to look for something. He's been up against it today. Played well, but not well enough. Against a Dark player who has had so much talk about him, so much hype around him, and it's all been warranted. Ashllxyy running out of time, needs to score now, will score now, and gives himself a small chance, a glimmer of hope to come back in this game. 2 seconds left. What will Ashllxyy go for? Surely Dark won't fake this kickoff. He doesn't. Ashllxyy tries to win it. He's going to maybe get possession here, but it's so hard for him to get the boost and the ball. Dark takes the prior, takes the ball as well, and sweeps Ashllxyy in his debut show match on my channel. And he did it in style. Got the Poe goal outplay earlier on. I think it was game 2. Triple reset as well. Ashllxyy had plenty of highlight goals of his own, but Dark really the player who stole the spotlight on this one. GG's. Thanks to both these players for coming on, putting on a show for us. And Yeah, can't wait to see more from both these players. They're both so exciting to watch.